What's up, guys? There's been all kinds of things that have happened in sports over the past week. We got Melo going to the Thunder. We got Dwayne Wade signed with the Cavs. We got Cavs teammates talking glowingly of Drose. We got the NBA preseason soon about to start, which means a lot for us Pistons fans because that could decide who starts at the forward positions. And then, of course, we had the Lions get robbed, and that one really hurt. It hurt a lot. It hurt. And originally I was going to do a video for each topic. I even made a Twitter poll at my Twitter at Kukahil up here about which one should I do first, but after it ended I soon realized maybe I should just do a video quick hitting each topic, and maybe that would be a little bit better for you guys. So I'm going to try and make this a shorter video and try to literally make it just quick hits on each topic. So here we go. Quick topics about everything that's happened in sports over the past week. So first off, we had Carmelo Anthony finally traded from the New York Knicks to the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I did already make a video about this, but since we're doing quick hits about it, I might as well include this since it is one of the big things that happened over this past week. So real quickly, I think this was a great trade for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Stack up on talent. Melo can score. It gives you another option with Paul George and Russell Westbrook, a legitimate big three to go up against Golden State. And for the Knicks, it just helped them get out of the whole drama with the Melo. You couldn't have him showing up to training camp with that New York media. They would have laid off of him. So I think it was a great trade for both sides. New York got rid of Melo and his contract, and the Thunder got Melo with Paul George and Russell Westbrook with a chance to go at Golden State this year, and hopefully it pays off for him. Next, we had Media Day Monday, and if you guys know anything about me, of course I was going to be watching the Cleveland Cavaliers Media Day strictly for my man, Drose. And this isn't me just being a Drose fan. The one constant in all the players' answers and coaches' answers were positives about D-Rose. We had LeBron talk about he's the most excited one out of everybody to play with D-Rose. We had Ty Lue talking about all the great things he did last year that got overlooked, and how this year with even more spacing, how he can do even better. We had TT talk about a reverse layup he did in the practice that was just awesome. We had Kyle Korver talking about he's looking like he did back when he played with them in Chicago Bulls days. I mean, the great thing about this is everyone's talking glowingly about D-Rose, which is always good for basketball when D-Rose is playing good and healthy. Hopefully he can get back to a great level of basketball, and maybe when the opening game for preseason comes around, we can see this fully displayed on the court. But if they start Dwayne Wade next to Derrick Rose, I think this could be problematic for the Cavs because neither one of them can shoot. So I don't see how they can play together unless the Cavs find a way to make it work and one of them all of a sudden becomes a really good shooter. Because like my man Duncan Smith said from Piston Powered, told me on Twitter and gave us a little sheet talking about Dwayne Wade off the ball, it's not very good. It's actually quite horrific. So if they have those two starting in the same lineup, yeah, that's going to be pretty bad. But I'm going to hold up hope because I love Derrick Rose, and I think that he's going to do great this year for the Cavs, and we'll see in the first preseason game and throughout the preseason how this works out if they do decide to start Dwayne Wade. And that, of course, leads me into Dwayne Wade has, yes, signed a deal with the Cavaliers for 1 year. And just before I get into that, I think Carmelo Anthony and CP3 have to be sitting back like, man, you played with LeBron in Miami. You don't want to play with your other boys at least once. You don't want to just maybe just 1 year with us. You could have signed a 1 year deal with one of us and just played with us. And maybe it's our turn to be like playing with our boys. I mean, Melo tried to play with CP3 and that just couldn't work out. And now Dwayne has an opportunity to play with at least one of them. He just chose not to play with either of them and just go play with LeBron again. I mean, if I was their boys, I'd feel kind of left out. Like, man, I thought we were boys too. You don't want to play with us at least once? Are we just like chopped liver? But maybe that's just me looking too much into it. But I know if that was one of my boys, I'd be like, man, come on, you already played with him once. Now, actually talking about Dwayne Wade signing with the Cavs, I would have rather him went to the Thunder because they got a pretty good starting lineup. And if they brought Dwayne Wade off the bench for that second unit, which isn't that good, he could have been the primary ball handler, and that would have been pretty good ad for the Thunder team. But with the Cavs, I just don't see how they can start Dwayne Wade and Derrick Rose together because neither one of them can shoot. And once again, like my man Duncan Smith pointed out with that sheet he posted on Twitter, Dwayne Wade is pretty horrific off the ball. So unless they bring Dwayne Wade off the bench, which I don't think they're going to do, I don't see how this is really a good fit. I mean, like I said in my last video, I'm for just stacking up talent and then figuring it out later now that the Warriors have this monster of a team over there. But yeah, I would rather him go to the Thunder because I just don't see how this can work with the Cavs. But yeah, I mean, You have talent now. Maybe Ty Lue can make it work somehow, but I would rather have went to the Thunder. And last but not least, I had to change my half for this one. The Lions got robbed, man. I mean, so yeah, we played a pretty good game, and not only did we play a really good game, it was against the Atlanta Falcons, man. I mean, with like 10 seconds left, 12 seconds left, we were on the 1 yard line, man. And Matthew Stafford appeared to have thrown a touchdown to Golden Tate to win the game, which caused me to go absolutely crazy throughout my house. I was going crazy. I ran outside. I was screaming. I was so happy. I came back inside and I saw that it was under review. I was like, yeah, okay, that's natural. I mean, touchdowns get reviewed. And then I saw it and I was like, man, there's a chance that this may get overturned. I mean, to me, it looks like that he's in, and it's not me being a Lions fan. When they're saying he's down, it looks like his knee's like stretching, and you can't for sure say the knee was on the ground. I mean, you can say it was on the ground. I can understand if they called it down on the field and then they kept the call. But since they called it a touchdown on the field, and then they said that was enough to overturn it, that wasn't good enough for me. And when they said it was reversed, I was like, okay, well. I mean, alright, we got fourth down, come on. And then they said the 10-second runoff. So, let me get this straight. You take away our touchdown, and then because you guys messed up, you take away our only chance to win the game. Because you guys messed up, you take away our chance to win. And then this is the biggest thing to me. If the ruling on the field is a touchdown, and it's not conclusive enough to overturn it, you're supposed to keep it on the field as a touchdown. So, let's say that you may have thought that he was down, but it wasn't conclusive enough to clearly say he was absolutely down. And then on top of that, you know as a ref that if you do overturn it, you're going to get a 10-second runoff. So put on top of the fact that it's not for sure that his knee was even down or conclusive enough that he wasn't in the end zone, because we still have people saying that he scored. So we have people saying he did score. It's not conclusive enough to overturn it. On top of that, you have the fact that if you do overturn it, the Lions won't have a chance to correct your mistake, and you still overturn it? That makes no sense to me. I don't understand how that makes any sense for a ref to do because of your mistake and what many people don't even see as a mistake. You may have called the right thing. It may have been a touchdown. And then because you think that just maybe his knee would have been down, when you called it on the field as a touchdown, on top of that, you know that you're going to give us a 10-second runoff and we won't get a chance to correct your mistake. The call clearly should have stayed as a touchdown on the field. I mean, these are the kind of games that change the team's season. We could have been 3-0, and we have a tough schedule, so one game could make or break our season. And this was against the Atlanta Falcons, so if we beat them and we actually have it in the win column, who knows what this does to the conference, the chemistry, just everything, the camaraderie with this team. And now you take that away from us because you messed up, not us. You guys messed up, so you take that away from us. And I know I was doing pretty good on time with this video, but this is I can't believe this happened to the Lions. So now we're sitting here 2-1 instead of just clearly being at the top of the whole NFC because the refs messed up the freaking call on the field. Because the refs messed up. And last but not least, this wouldn't have happened to any other team but the Lions, because the refs know they can do whatever they want to Detroit and the Lions because of everything they've done with us in the past. The Calvin Johnson catch rule, the playoff game when you pick up the flag, the bat out of the end zone, the phantom face mask. The refs know they can get away with anything when it comes to the Detroit Lions. If this was the Patriots or the Packers or the Seahawks, the ruling on the field would have stayed as a touchdown. But since it's the Detroit Lions, you take it away because you know you can get away with it. Which, like the guy from 97.1 The Ticket said, he usually bashes the Lions, but he made a great point of this weekend because he even realized that we got hoed. He even said, Jim Caldwell, I completely agree with him. Jim Caldwell has to stand up for his team in the press conference after the game, knowing the way Detroit gets screwed by these refs. He needs to stand up and say that was a touchdown, or the refs can't do us like that. I'm getting tired of the way they treat us. They have to give us some fair calls. You can't go after and just be like, oh, well, you know, the rule was that, so I can't argue against it. No, this happens to the Lions over and over and over again. This is added to the long list of things that have happened to the Lions over the past few years. Actually, not the few years, their history. This happens to the Lions over and over again. And you can't sit there and act like you're the coach of the Patriots and just be like, no, that's the rule, so it is. We should have played better. No, we played good enough to win that game. We should have won that game. But the refs screwed us over, and you let them get off the hook by doing it because you want to play the calm demeanor coach, which is one thing I hate about Jim Caldwell. He doesn't care enough about losing. I know this is supposed to be quick hits, but man, that's just stupid. It's stupid. We should be 3-0. The Lions, I'm proud of you guys. You guys played great. The Lions, everyone that's a Lions fan should be extremely excited about this team. Just extremely happy about this team. Hats off to them. They should have won that game. I mean, you guys know what to do. If you guys like the video, go ahead and hit thumbs up for me. I mean, if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. Show your family, show your friends' family, show your family's friends' friends, show your friends' family's friends. I mean, you guys know what I say. I mean, that last topic just got me just... So, let me know how you guys feel in the comment section below. Go on my Twitter. If you guys want to talk about anything I talked about in this video, just anything related to sports. I mean, and yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Share it around. Get everybody to look at my channel. Spread it around. I mean, that's all I got for you guys today. I'll see you guys in my next video. I'll keep in touch. Always open to talking to you guys on Twitter and debating about it. About anything, and I'll see you guys in my next video, man.